never imagined I would feel this way, completely hollow, yet tied to someone I once trusted with everything. My name is Michael, and for 5 years I was married to Jessica. From the outside, people would say we had a solid marriage. We had 5 kids between us, a blended family that somehow clicked better than I ever expected. We laughed together, celebrated holidays, supported each other's careers, and weathered the ups and downs that came naturally in a busy household. Jessica was my only friend, the person I confided in, the anchor in my life. She had come from an abusive marriage and a difficult childhood, and I tried to be everything she needed. Supportive, patient, nurturing. When depression hit her hard, I was there. I cooked, I cared for the kids. I listened to her when she felt like the world had abandoned her. I even started therapy to work through my own past trauma, trying to break the walls I had built around my emotions. I thought we were building something lasting. I thought we were a team. Then came the night that shattered everything. Jessica revealed something I had never imagined. For the past 2 years, she had been having an affair. She confessed it suddenly, almost casually, just after we had decided to try marriage counseling. She said it wasn't really about love for him, though. According to her, I had driven her to it. She said I wasn't emotionally expressive enough, that I hadn't given her the connection she craved. She claimed that while I was physically present, I hadn't been emotionally available, and that void had been filled elsewhere. Her words hit me like a hammer. I tried to process them. Yes, I had struggled with emotional expression. Therapy was helping, but she painted me as the villain for something I was actively working on. I couldn't understand how my support, feeding her, caring for our kids, being there when she was at her lowest, wasn't enough. I had loved her. I still love her. But now, love felt like a weapon pointed straight at me. Jessica told me she was still in love with me, that I was important to her, but also that I wasn't her person. That phrase keeps echoing in my mind. She said she had been sleeping with someone else while we were married. She admitted it without remorse, almost like it was a casual truth rather than a betrayal. The reality of it crushed me, shattered me in ways I didn't think I could survive. I kept asking myself over and over, is it really my fault? Should I have been more expressive? Could I have prevented this if I had been more attentive? My mind spun in endless loops, blaming myself for every little thing. But then I remembered the countless nights I stayed up making sure our kids were fed and happy, the mornings I prepared breakfast before work, the countless times I held her hand through panic attacks, the weekends I spent watching our kids play soccer, even when I was exhausted. How could all of that not be enough? And yet, here we were, 5 years of marriage and 5 kids later, and she had decided to betray me in a way I can't even fully describe. Our kids complicate everything. They love each other fiercely. My youngest calls her step-siblings by name like they are all blood brothers and sisters. They are intertwined in ways that make separation impossible without hurting someone. Jessica proposed we stay in the same house but live separate lives. Separate rooms, co-parenting the kids, moving on in different directions emotionally while maintaining a household for the sake of the children. On paper, it sounds reasonable. But in practice, I can't imagine existing in the same space as someone who has betrayed me so completely, even for the kids' sake. My heart won't allow it. Every time I see her, I feel the sting of betrayal. Every time she looks at me and talks about the affair like it's a problem caused by me, I want to scream. I want her to acknowledge the pain she's caused. I want her to say she's sorry. But there is no remorse. Her words feel like knives, and I'm bleeding on the inside while pretending everything is fine for the sake of our children. I have tried therapy, alone, to work through my emotions. I've tried talking to friends, people who know me, hoping they might have insight or guidance. Everyone says the same thing. It's not your fault, you cannot take responsibility for someone else's actions. But knowing it intellectually doesn't make the gut-wrenching pain go away. Knowing that I am not to blame doesn't make me stop questioning every interaction we ever had. The nights are the hardest. I lie awake wondering if I could have done more, if I should have pushed harder for emotional closeness, if I am enough for anyone. The house is quiet except for the soft breathing of the kids in their rooms. They have no idea how fractured their family truly is, how fragile their sense of security has become. I can't let them see me crumble, so I put on a brave face, smile at breakfast, help with homework, play in the yard. But inside I am breaking piece by piece. I sometimes wonder if anyone has healed from something like this. Can someone rebuild trust when the person who hurt them refuses to take responsibility? Can love survive betrayal on this scale? I'm trying to find answers. I know I need to focus on myself, to continue therapy, to find a way to forgive without excusing what was done. But the thought of moving on, of opening my heart again, feels impossible right now. For the kids, I will try to find a path forward. I will try to create a safe environment for them, even if that means living with the shadow of betrayal in the same house. I want them to know that love is complicated, that people make mistakes, but that strength and resilience can coexist with pain. I still love Jessica. That is the cruelest part. My heart refuses to let go, even when my mind screams that it should. I have to accept that her love does not belong solely to me anymore, and that my healing will not come from her acknowledgement or apology. Healing will have to come from within, from the support of friends, therapy, and the love I can give myself. I don't have all the answers yet. I only know that I cannot blame myself entirely, even if the echoes of her words try to convince me otherwise. I have to remind myself every day that love is not permission for betrayal, that caring and supporting someone is never wrong, and that my emotional growth is valid and necessary. One day, I hope I can look back on this and understand that surviving betrayal does not make me weak. It makes me human. And maybe, just maybe, I can find a way to love again, fully and without hesitation. But for now, I take it one day at a time, one breath at a time, and one small step toward healing at a time.